Hi guys, greetings of the day. Myself Vijay Tewardhan, and in this video session, I'm going to show you a problem on isometric projection. And an example problem is like this: a sphere of diameter 30 millimeter rests on a frustum of hexagonal pyramid, base 30 millimeter, top face 18 millimeter, and side 18 millimeter side, and height 50 millimeter, such that their axes coincide. Draw the isometric projections of the combined solids. So according to this figure, a sphere is mounted on a hexagonal frustum of a pyramid. Now, according to the given conditions, one can see that this is what the required required orthographic projections. Now, one can see that in case of a hexagon, what we have completed in the top view, by observing the hexagon, we have having edges which are not parallel to isometric axis. So we will construct those edges which is parallel to isometric axis to simplify this drawing. So I am going to construct or enclose this hexagon with respect to its extremities like this, and then we are going to get a rectangle, and we are going to measure the size of the rectangle like this, and then the one more dimension which is most important we have taken here. And now let me show you how to construct the rectangle first, and then followed by the hexagonal base, and then converting this base into a frustum of pyramid. And the in detail videos we have already shared in the previous video sessions of the basics. So let me go it a little bit faster way. Now we know that the length is taken as 51.96 at an angle of 30 degree. Then 60 angle is 150. Then again 51.96 at an angle of minus 150. And 60 and minus 30. Otherwise we can connect it back to the first point. And after which we know that we have an hexagon edges over like this, and here it is supposed to be the midpoint, and again an edge here, again an edge and a midpoint, and connect it back. Now this is what the approximate hexagon of 30 millimeter, but it is not the exact hexagon. So using the distance between command, so we will make sure that the distance between these two edges is 50, and in the same fashion here also it is supposed to be 50, and here also it is supposed to be 15, and here also it is supposed to be 15. So all these five sides are supposed to be 15 millimeter. Now one can say that we have constructed the required lines, and after which we have got the hexagon of sides 30 millimeter in isometric projections. So it is not at a projection, isometric drawing. And after which, using a line command by drawing one of the diagonal of this hexagon, we will get the center of the hexagon, that is nothing but the midpoint, and then the height of this solid is 15 millimeter. So now this is going to be the axis line, so we will take it as a chain form, and the construction line can be deleted. Now we can see that the bottom base is having a distance of 30 millimeter, and top base is having a distance of 18 millimeter, for which I'm going to select the bottom base using a move command. Switch on the copy of move with respect to the bottom base and relocate it at the top like this. Now using the scale factor, we will reduce the scale to 18 by 30, because the required size is 18, available size is 30. So 18 by 30 is the scale factor, and it is going to be positioned exactly at the top center over here once again. Then using a line command with 0.5 mm thick and a continuous line. So connect all the visible slant edges like this. Now, after completing all these visible slant edges, the invisible edges can be retained as a thin lines if it is required. Otherwise, these edges can be deleted. And after which, we need to locate a sphere of diameter 30 millimeter. So the radius will be 15 millimeter. So using a line command with a thickness of 0.5 and a chain line, again from here, the further height of 15 millimeter is going to be located. And after which these drawing has to be converted into isometric scale, and then the ellipse has to be drawn to the true radius, not the ellipse, sorry, the circle has to be drawn to the true radius. Now let me select this figure and go to a scale factor with respect to a scale factor of 0.8164, that is the isometric scale, and then go to circle by center point with a thickness of 0.5 and a continuous line. The true diameter has to be taken as 30 millimeter and it has to be positioned properly on the chain line over here. Now one can see that the required constructions has been completed. Now whatever the remaining portions are there, it can be trimmed or deleted. Now one can observe that this is what the given conditions. And here please be make sure that for the spear the axis is going to be reduced to isometric length, but however the spear diameter is not going to be reduced. Henceforth, at any cost in case of isometric projections, the spear should be constructed to the true radius. It should be always 30 millimeter. It should not be reduced to 0.8164 times. Do remember this, very important. And now one can say that the isometric projections of the given combination is completed in all aspects. Now if you are having any sort of doubts, please feel free to contact me, and kindly like this video, share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can press the bell icon to get the further updated videos in my YouTube channel. Thank you once again guys.